We got huge news for Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris today, and some minor teases for the minor free update that's coming to Fatal Bullet sometime soon, hopefully, maybe. Since I need to be studying for my exam right now instead of making this video, I'll keep this news dump quick, mention everything we have, answer some of your burning questions like when is the Fatal Bullet DLC coming, when is Alicization Lycoris releasing, any info on collector's editions, etc. Also, Alicization Explained for episode 9 is delayed until after my exam, so Friday hopefully. Anyways, the stream featured 4 guests: Futami, the SAO Gameverse lead, Minami, the SAO Fatal Bullet lead, Yoshitsugu Matsuoka, Kirito's voice actor, and Miho Okazaki, Medina's VA. The stream started with Fatal Bullet stuff, focusing on the upcoming free winter story update contents they have been drip feeding for the last couple of months. No, there is still no release date for this winter update, which is kind of frustrating at this point. Ronya and Tiza outfits are coming, as well as a Chudelkin outfit, whoever's gonna wear that. But on top of these, we actually got some proper preview visuals for the Integrity Knight outfits for Alice Synthesis 30 and Yu-Gi-Oh! Synthesis 32. We also had a close-up preview for the Night Sky Sword and Blue Rose Sword replicas, and a very short demo of the two swords in action with Yu-Gi-Oh! Synthesis 32. That's literally all we got from the almost 30-minute segment of Fatal Bullet stuff, so afterwards we had a relatively higher quality version of the Gameverse trailer we received back during Beaters Meeting 2019 event. You can watch the Gameverse trailer by clicking the icon on the top right. In fact, top right icon has all of these visuals I'm talking about right now. Since I uploaded a little too many stuff in the past 24 hours, chances are you have not received notifications for most of them despite having clicked subscribe and the bell icon. If you haven't, do click them, but yeah, YouTube works in mysterious ways, so check the icon on the top right for all the stuff I'm mentioning right now. Gameverse trailer led to a pretty long-winded section where Futami just talked about all the past SAO games, obviously completely ignoring Axel War vs SAO because Bandai Namco themselves like to act like that non-canon game, which was a blatant cash grab above all else, never actually happened, and certainly as the SAO games continuity lead Futami, he's probably not a fan of the game that borrowed his establishment to fuck around with time travel shenanigans that don't make much sense. Anyways, after this very long trip down the memory lane that had nothing noteworthy, but once we started with the Lycoris segment, we got a lot of content. First off, a brand new key visual for the game drawn by Abek featuring Kirito, Asuna, Alice and Quinella. Keep in mind though that this key visual is not complete. We have seen a wider version of this key visual in one of the earlier Lycoris events, which featured Shinon, Lifa, Yuju and Medina off to the side as well, so look forward to a bigger version of this in the future to be officially released. Of course, if you're following me on Twitter, you will be the first ones to know when it's revealed. Like, seriously, when you ask questions, you should definitely have a look at my Twitter feed. Chances are I already answered your questions hours before you ask them. It's just that making videos is something that takes time. Then we finally got an updated version of this slide that finally stopped being vague about things and clarifies that the game will properly diverge to its own story, starting with the defeat of Quinella instead of covering War of Underworld as it is. Next we had some introductory slides again. The one with Yuju and Kirito says that they have game original outfits, but the outfit is so similar to their canon Alicization Rising Plus outfits that I don't even know why they even bothered. We have slides introducing Integrity Knight's Eldrie Synthesis 31, followed by Dussolbert Synthesis 7, which I have to mention, Dussolbert's armor looks gorgeous in the game renders, and Fanatio's Synthesis 2, the Vice Commander of the Integrity Knights of course. Then we had an introductory slide for rapiers, and as Asuna showed up on the screen, Futami once again had the urge to state that Asuna is not using Stacia account in Lycoris. Whether he's telling the truth or not, I'll leave that to your own judgment, but if they were really that desperate to highlight it wasn't the Stacia account, maybe they should have simply not based their design 95% on the Stacia account. Like, the tiara is there, the overall motifs of the armor, the neck piece, etc. It's the Stacia armor. Either way, we got 4 new location reveals. You will see them in the trailer soon as well. I'll try to show some clips of them. The town around Central Cathedral is the first place. Zakaria, the chapter that the anime has skipped, is the second one. Rizea Valley, a previously unknown location. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. We'll see when the game comes out. And Mildia Flatlands, also an unknown location, but it was extensively explored in the 17-minute gameplay demo this stream has provided. But with that, we reach a question a lot of you have been asking about, the limited edition bonuses. Now, do keep in mind, all of these bonuses are currently only confirmed for Japan. As things stand, we still do not know if there will be any collector's edition for us in the West, but we'll probably learn very soon, so stay tuned. Either way, Japan has some physical release specials which features cast talk, the Gameverse trailer and some drama CDs. This of course is just a Blu-ray disc special that is included in the collector's edition. Aside from the contents of this Blu-ray disc, there's also a steelbook, soundtrack, Nerve Gear special, etc. The usual stuff that Japan usually gets with these collector's editions. Sadly though, this time around they don't seem to be doing any figurines, which is quite sad. I'm hoping here in the West maybe they'll drop the drama CD stuff and give us some figures instead to make up for it. I'm genuinely hoping that'll be the case. I love the figures. But moving on to the digital stuff, the Digital Deluxe Edition will feature the outfit contest winners as early purchase bonuses, a Beaters player right, which I have no clue what it is, but maybe like an early access or something for Japan. I remember something similar that they did for Fatal Bullet, so that's very likely to be that. 2 large expansion DLCs, so essentially a season pass, and knowing Ikuria is the developer behind Lycoris, I do trust them to do well with the DLCs as well, so this is probably gonna be more than worth the price. And a Premiere Pass bonus outfit, whatever that bonus outfit will be. Additionally, for PS4 there is the digital soundtrack, so you don't feel so inferior compared to the physical collector's edition. And to be frank, locking soundtrack to the PS4 bonuses sounds a bit sketchy. That probably won't be the case in the West, as we are more about that platform parity. Well, nobody plays anything other than a Switch or PS4 in Japan anyways, so yeah. A Lycoris avatar set, a PS4 dynamic theme, and a PS4 avatar icon featuring Alice will be included in Japan as well. And then, as expected from Japan, there is like hundreds of other bonuses depending on which specific store you buy the game from, which means you'll never get even half of the existing bonuses with a single purchase of the game. But jokes on us Westerners, West doesn't even get half the bonuses Japan gets anyway, so you won't feel anything at all. Isn't that nice? They're getting bed sheets, for fuck's sake. Asuna and Alice bed sheets. Bandai Namco, we need this here in the West. This has to be brought over. Anyways, the stream ended with the trailer that was leaked by Bandai Namco Latin America 2 days ago, just like they did with the Alicization Lycoris reveal trailer, which I won't show here extensively because this news coverage will get claimed if I do. And I hate it when that happens because Bandai Namco has this habit of holding your news coverage hostage for 30 days and not let it go early. But anyways, I will upload the English subs the moment it's available officially. By the time you're watching this, I may have already uploaded the Japanese version with no subs though, I don't know, I'm still thinking about it at the time of the recording. But again, the icon on the top right is your friend, just do click there. If the video is there, that means I uploaded it. If it's not there, maybe wait a bit longer, who knows. But yeah, this trailer has the answer to the last of your burning questions, the release date of Alicization Lycoris. No, I did not purposefully put this to the end, I was just following the timeline of the stream, and I got timestamps available anyway, so you could have jumped here. The game is officially launching on May 21st in Japan, and according to the Western trailer leaked by Bandai Namco Latin America, the West will, for some reason, get it once again a day late on May 22nd, 2020. One final thing to mention, during the 17-minute gameplay segment we got to see some incarnate attacks by Alice and Medina, so they were cool. Also, the official website has been updated and now the player count states that the game is for 1 to 4 players online. So it seems like we are actually getting co-op as I have been expecting since the beginning, which is absolutely amazing news. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that like button so this video sees some interest for the multiple hours I sacrificed covering news for you, and I have 4 exams coming next week. Please kill me. I have some special Christmas merch, one with Padoru, Kirito and Asuna, the other with Padoru, Alice and Yujiro, so feel free to check them out. They're really cute and they are not blurry like the preview states. It's just the way Teespring works is weird on that aspect. Again, patrons and channel members do get a special $5 off discount code on their respective community feeds, which can also be found on our Patreon and member exclusive room on the GamerTalk Discord. So once again, huge thanks to all of them for supporting the channel directly and all of you for watching. I'll see you probably Friday with episode 9 explained, and until then, stay cool.